Yep.
Say, this is my formal apology to Tom MacDonald. I would have supported you back then if I knew you were
Yeah, me
around.
too. Me too, dude.
Honestly, I think your message is so on mark. Hey, welcome back to Texas Tough Chicks. If you're here for the first time, we're glad you're here. And if you're coming back for your poison, welcome back. We're going to talk a little bit. We've been talking back and forth and binging a lot. And
Yep.
so I'll just kind of throw this over to Viv.
Okay. What I want to start with is we kind of covered the new video by Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro, Facts. But it was interesting because we didn't do it like all the other people are doing. They actually sat there and watched it and reacted as we went along. We watched it on our own. And then what I did afterwards, though, well, first of all, let me set this up. I don't like rap. It grates on my nerves. I don't like the words. Most of the words are trashy.
Right.
The sexual innuendos, all of this stuff is like
the degrading women, degrading women.
Yes. Women degrading themselves. Oh my God. Some of the trashy women that do rap. I can't. So I just went, no. So when we heard about this, of course, I know Ben Shapiro, and I thought, yeah, he probably can rap because the dude talks like maniac fast.
Exactly.
So this will be fun.
Yeah.
But I honestly had no clue who Tom MacDonald was. So after we watched that one, and I loved it. I loved the music. I loved everything about it. Shapiro did not, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. He can rap. But MacDonald's message, the words were fabulous.
Yep.
The best part, though, is we started watching other people who are on Facebook reacting to his video.
Right.
And we deliberately were hunting for the people who would hate on him. I didn't find those people.
Oh, I did. But yeah, no.
But
it's just the ones who are liberals anyway. They don't care.
Yeah. But what I was so impressed with, there was a father and son. It's a black man and his son. They sat there and watched it together. What was really cool was the guy has thousands of followers. This father-son duo, love them, just loved them. The father was saying, about, and I guess the boy's 17, 18, maybe 19, I don't know, young man. And he said, well, do you know, he goes, who's Ben Shapiro? And the father knew who he was. And he goes, well, he's conservative and he does da. And he said, but what was interesting was during the part where he said about the defund the police, the father said, well, that's not true. He goes, that's not a fact. The police have not been defunded. The comments by his people who follow him went, oh, no, let me correct you. In Minneapolis, the police have been defunded. Right. And I even saw where they said in Austin, Texas, there's been some defunding.
Oh, yuck.
So, and then the part about the flag, when he said, where are the American flags? Talks about where are the American flags. Several of the people I watched went, yeah, I remember in my neighborhood, there used to be flags everywhere. Yeah, exactly.
By the way, it's on my right. It looks like it's on the left, but it's on my right.
Just that's so where it belongs. Yes. Yep. So anyway, a lot of them were saying they're right. He's right. The American flags are gone, and they were all like, "That's wrong," And so, yay! People out here, they get it. They get it. Yeah. And so it was fantastic to see so many people out in America resonating with this message, and I love it.
Exactly. That's my big takeaway. We did the same thing. We binged. Went back 3-4 years. And I have to say, this is my formal apology to Tom MacDonald. I would have supported you back then if I knew you were around.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, I think your message is so on mark. It's just so good. Yep. And just so it resonates with so many of us that are just done. We're just completely done. We're cooked over this ridiculous, young generation. And I did some math on that, actually. Okay, so we've got, if you boil it all down to the population of America, a third is like under 18, a third is like a senior age, and then a third of them are like the adult young people in our
working
right. And then if you just kind of break that down, you got 300 plus million. You break that down, that's 100 million. Break that down to like how many of that are in the like 18 to 30, under 30. something. It comes out to like, about 30 something million. That really is about a tenth. And then think of it, half of those don't even agree with the woke generation, at least half of them. So we are bowing in our country to less than 10% of our population. We are changing laws, just like we're harming our children over less than 10% of our population. Sorry, if you agree with democracy, if you think that's a thing of America, which it's not, thank you. But if you think that, then you can't agree with this because that's not a majority. We should not be changing everything. We should be listening to these young Americans. So I love this message. I'll tell you, I have to say, I'm going to give a shout out to not only Facts. I love that song. I mean, I've listened to that. Okay. I mean, I got sick of it. I listened to it so much.
That song is, I don't care if I offend you.
Oh gosh, that's my melody of life, right? I want to give a shout out to American Flag. That's another song that he has with the tank that I would just, oh my gosh, I listened to that over and over again. And then Your America, the words to that song, okay, that puts all those young people in their place. This is not your America. It belongs to all of us. We're done with this. You overplayed your hand. And now we have this huge hit that is just showing everyone in America. It's the screaming, bratty children that have been getting the attention, right? Just like always. That's what we've been hearing in America for the last few years. We're done. We're cooked. We're done. We're done with you. We're done. You're not controlling us anymore. I'm praying to God that everyone gets Texas tough, and we just start like right to their face. We don't care what your opinion is. Tom, we don't have to adopt your opinion. You can scream all you want, just like that song. You can just scream all you want. You're just so sad, so bad, so mad. But I don't care. I don't care. My pronoun is I don't care. Like my pronoun is, what does he say? My pronoun is I'm the man who don't respect you. I'm the woman that don't respect you at all. And
hey, Tom, we're giving you a Texas Tough Award. Because you are Texas Tough.
Exactly. I was like, oh, okay, we shouldn't do this because we're going to try and do this annually and maybe monthly. But I'm like, okay, this man. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Ben. For really giving us a voice and really getting out there. So my formal apology, Tom, or I don't know what you call yourself. I hope it's Tom. I don't mean to disrespect you, but or maybe you go by the man that don't respect you. Okay. So my apologies to you that we did. And I'm glad we put that link. I'll try and put another link on here so you can get right to that fact song because guess what? Yeah, some of these platforms are trying to bury that song. And then I want to just give a shout out. We're not going to cover it today, but Neil Oliver out of the UK. He came out with a video to, I think it was yesterday. And what is it called? It's like, write it down. Do you know what it's called?
I don't know, but one of the lines from it is absurdity leads to atrocities.
Yes. Oh my gosh, he's so good. I mean, I'm thinking he's got a Scottish accent, but he deserves the Texas Tough Award, man. He just laid it all out. Like he did. Like the insanity that's going on. And it is great. It's like such a good video. So I'll put a link to that. So you'll know why his name is Neil Oliver. He was on GBN, which I don't know what that is. Some Great Britain network or something like that. And, if you put in, I think, no fear porn, it'll come up. And then we got to cover this because we got to leave some time for this because I'm pissed.
Let's set this up. So we just named a lot of people who are fighting for the freedom of the average person in this country and who's trying to destroy our freedom, but our own freaking government.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So the Senate Security Supplemental Bill.
National security.
I mean, sorry, the Senate National Security. Yes. Okay, so that was magically put out to the public last night, Sunday night. Okay, right there, that's a problem, right? So $118 billion called the National Security Supplement Bill from the Senate. More than 400% of it is delegated to foreigners, foreign countries. Kind of a problem. Problem there. Let's just go. I'm just going to go down this really quick and we can just hit all of these. Okay. So 60 billion is directly to Ukraine. Okay. Let's just call that what that is. That's bribe hush money. That is making sure that none of the president's family gets exposed for what they've been doing over there for decades. Okay.
Right. Yep.
$2+ billion for Ukraine refugees. This includes their retirement accounts. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to try and get through this. I don't know if I can. That's over 50% of this entire bill goes to Ukraine. 20 billion, which is only 16.9% of this entire bill, goes to the US border. Thank you.
But it doesn't, but even at that, it's not.
It's BS.
It's about, well, yeah, it's about, I think, processing them through faster.
Right. That, 4 billion, not of that, but additional 4 billion are for asylum. No, not asylum. How do you say it? Asylum?
Asylum. Yeah.
Yeah, asylum. Okay. Officers. So, to give you asylum, if you came across the border and you say, hey, I'm being persecuted in Pakistan. I'm getting persecuted in China. And let's just talk about China just for a second. How are you getting out of that country? I want to know how you're getting out of that country.
Good point. Yeah.
To come across our southern border. Okay. No, you don't get out of China. So $1+ billion for FEMA and ICE. Okay, that you'd say, okay, well, that's part of our security. Not really. FEMA is for disasters. And I can tell you this FEMA right here that they're talking about is not securing a border. It's providing housing for illegals. Okay, then 10 billion. This is what I love. To Palestinians. And okay, I want you to think about that. When you give 10 billion to the Palestinians, who are you giving it to? You have to give it to their government. Who's the government they elected there? Hamas. Oh my gosh, that just made me crazy. And then 14 billion to Israel, which makes sense, right? Because they're the only ally we have in the Middle East that's truly an ally with power that could help us. $2+ billion for Red Sea neighbors. I don't know what the hell that is. $1+ billion for it's Indo-Pacific, which means Taiwan. Not really sure what that has to do with our security. Maybe, I don't know. 400 million for nonprofits. Kind of there's a kind of a nondescript disclosure on that. Gives the president override power on any of the restrictions or any shutdowns. Yay. So basically this is BS. This means nothing really. It just means giving our tax-paying money, my money, my kids' money, my grandkids' money for nothing. Well, we could give them tents, right? FEMA's getting some money. FEMA can give them tents to stay. I say Martha's Vineyard.
Yay.
Let's send them to Martha's Vineyard. There's plenty of room there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, so how are we going to pay for all this? How are we paying for this? Oh, just magically at the same time, 87,000 new IRS agents.
Yeah.
They're going after American taxpayers to cover this.
Yep.
I don't want this to go by without thanking the truckers, because the truckers landed, I think, yesterday at the border. Huge crowd. I just asked my husband as we're watching, I'm like, I'm seeing this on the regular news. Not that I watch that much, but I mean, no mention of it. Like all these truckers, standing up for America, standing up, and then also the 15 governors that joined Abbott yesterday down at the border. Didn't hear much about that either.
I watched that. I watched his little press conference there when he was talking with the other governors and let a few of them speak. And he said, prior to this time, we had 3,000 in this park a day. He goes, that were coming across illegally. He goes, once we were able to more wire, really shut it down and clean it up, he said, we get 3 attempts a day. And he goes, most of them now are going to Arizona or California. Yeah.
Let's see. Mike Johnson already said it's not going to pass the House, but I don't want it to pass the Senate.
I think it needs to. He said it's dead on arrival. Well, it better be.
It better be. More than 50% to Ukraine for hush money for a president? No. My kids and my grandkids do not need to pay for that. Yeah. So, get Texas tough because, the crap's hitting the fan right now. Hopefully, it can slow that down a little bit. And just stop this destruction of America. This is anti-American. This kind of legislation is anti-American. It has nothing to do with securing our national security at all. It has nothing to do with it.
Information today is all the more reason that we all have to be Texas tough.
Yes,
absolutely. love the people, like I said, love the people that were making comments to Tom MacDonald's. They showed that they get it. So let's all get it. And remember this, people, they are pitting us against each other.
Yes. Yes.
If we all unify and go Texas tough as a group, there's way more of us than there is of them. So get Texas tough.
Yes, get Texas tough, America. It's time. Yep. We're done. Yep. We're cooked.
Yep. We'll see you next time. The facts. It's the facts. Facts.
Oh, okay.
Don't have feelings. You know, the facts don't have the feelings.
Okay. I just thought you said facts. That's so funny. No.